Case, the defense team for suspect Richard Allen putting forth a new theory today on the deaths of Abby Williams and Libby German as part of a new 130-page motion that lays out why they believe an October 2022 search warrant of their client's property should be thrown out. Thanks so much for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Dan Spieler.
And I'm Birchelle Edmay. Now, the defense team filed a motion to suppress that search warrant last week. Now they filed a new document that accuses the case's chief investigator of some serious allegations. It also includes a theory that the killings were linked to a cult. We have team coverage of both of these parts of the story this evening. We start with those allegations that Carroll County Sheriff Tony Liggett fabricated and omitted evidence so he could get search warrants for Allen's home.
Now, Allen's lawyers are requesting what's called a Franks hearing in this case. Fox 59's Max Lewis has been going through the court filing today. What's the defense claiming here, Max?
Yeah, pretty big accusations here, guys. What the Franks hearing, they want Judge Fran Gall to determine whether or not Liggett lied or omitted facts when applying for that search warrant. Legal experts say it's a serious allegation that could jeopardize this entire case.
Sheriff Tony Liggett applied for the search warrant in October of last year, and it was signed by Judge Benjamin Diener, who eventually recused himself from the case. Allen's attorneys say Liggett fabricated statements of several key witnesses, who he says placed Allen at the trail during the time that Abby and Libby were murdered.
So this is a very serious challenge to how this detective conducted his portion of this investigation.
Their argument focuses heavily on conflicting statements from witnesses that they say the Carroll County Sheriff didn't disclose, such as the differing descriptions of the man they saw on the bridge that day. One person describing a younger, slender man, and the other an older, heavier set man. The most serious allegation focuses on another witness who described a man in a tan jacket with muddy clothing walking from the trails that day. Allen's attorneys say Liggett changed that witness's statement to say that they saw a man in a blue jacket and that their clothing was bloody.
If you say the officer lied, and if you can show the officer lied, then there's really nothing in that affidavit that you can take at face value. Now you're saying to the judge, this entire document was prepared by a liar.
Defense attorney John Tompkins, who is not affiliated with this case, says these allegations are extremely serious. Allen's attorneys frequently point out that Liggett was the one who conducted the conflicting witness interviews, which will make it difficult for him to explain away the inconsistencies.
If he's the one who gathered all the evidence and then he only presented part of it, he's running a really high risk trying to edit himself as opposed to just letting the court know and letting the court decide if there's probable cause.
Now it'll be up to Judge Fran Gall on whether or not to grant the motion and hold a Franks hearing to determine if Liggett did indeed fabricate or withhold evidence that pointed away from Richard Allen.
Now, Tompkins says it is going to be a challenge for the defense to get the judge to throw out all of the evidence that came from the search of Allen's home, but he says they may be successful in some of those items, Dan.
So, Max, what does Allen's defense team say about why they believe Liggett fabricated or omitted evidence as they're claiming?
Yeah, well, they're making the same argument that they have before, which is that Liggett did it for political reasons. The search warrant and the arrest of Allen happened less than a month before the 2022 November elections, when Liggett was campaigning to be the Carroll County Sheriff. Now, the defense team feels that after more than 5 years with very few answers, Liggett rushed into accusing Richard Allen to make a big arrest before the election. However, it is important to note, Dan, that people involved in this case cannot comment on these things because the judge did put a gag order on everybody involved, including the defense team. Their arguments today and everything that people say about this case can only come from court filings.
A lot that was revealed or at least claimed today in these documents. Max Lewis, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Birchelle?
Investigators also announced Allen's arrest last October, more than 5 years after the murders. He's the only person arrested, the only suspect ever named in the deaths of Abby Williams and Libby German. Allen is charged with 2 counts of murder, and as previously reported, investigators believe a knife was used in these murders. Court documents released in June say earlier this year, Allen called his wife from prison and admitted several times that he killed Abby and Libby. The defense argues his mental and physical health was declined while in custody.